Hello, this is Blademan Unit Pi. I'm going by that now, just for online, just to make it easy for everyone. So I've been thinking about gaming and stuff, and I just watched a video, and they were talking about their bad experiences at Gamestop, and honestly, I haven't had too many bad ones, super bad ones. But there is one situation that came about that was just totally messed up. Not totally, but it's kind of like when you go into a GameStop, you expect the people to be somewhat knowledgeable. So I go to the one that's in the mall. We have like one decent mall in all of my home, in my home area. We have like one decent mall, and we have. I say decent, I don't mean good, I mean decent. I mean, my work has a location in there, totally fine, they do really well, so that's pretty cool. But some of the other places are kind of, but like, there's only like a handful of stores in that whole mall there worth my time. And most of it's just clothing stores, and they keep running out. They keep, we have like all the interesting stores will close down. We had a card shop, kind of had a paintball store, all just gone. Now it's replaced by, jewelry and, clothing. It's a mess. I mean, it's basically, it's more expensive than a mall. I get square footage, and it's more expensive than a mall in a bigger city, and you get less out of it. So there's like no way a small business could get in. So all the really cool stores that were there are like had to shut down and move out. So anyway, it has like the main places, like there's the, you go there for like the GameStop, you go there for the Barnes & Noble, yeah, that's about it. I mean, it really is that pretty limited. It's basically two stores, kind of three. There's a third one that's kind of related. It's them, Simply Mac. Those are all the stores that are in there that are worth my time. Now maybe some other people find like they have a thing, but there's a lot of other places in town that you might as well just find the big shopping center type areas. Anyway, so everyone talks about, their bad experiences at GameStop, and for the most part, I've been pretty lucky. There's this one that's kind of close to where I work, and where my church is, and where my father works is actually the same place, but still, it's close to where I work right now. It wasn't earlier. So in that one, I had a friend who worked there, and, it's always been pretty good. I don't think I've had a bad experience there. They've usually been rather helpful, and I just prefer to do that's the GameStop I like to go to. But, sometimes for a while there I was going to the GameStop in the mall more often just because, I had a friend who was working in the mall, and we'd go and hey man, how you doing? I go and visit your friends and figure out what's going on, and, it was a little bit more than that, because sometimes we would get a situation where we were end up doing something kind of cool for like community-based stuff that his work was trying to push, which awesome. I miss him. He's no longer in town. Hopefully I know he'll be visiting this Christmas, but still miss the guy. He's awesome. There's a video of him and a few other people talking that we need to get edited together at some point. Oh my god, it's been months. He moved away like a long time ago and all this, so wow. Anyway, so I've had like two experiences at the mall one, and this is where it kind of gets to the bad GameStop. And again, it's just the location. One of them, this one was it was more of annoyance, but it really, somehow I chose the game, and somehow it got down as Xbox version of the game. Now, anyone who knows me knows I do not like the Xbox. I have a huge deal with them. I hate Microsoft. I mean, it's just It's just there's certain things about how they handle certain programming stuff and kind of it's just their machines are kind of shoddy and stuff. Honestly, I have to admit the original Xbox was one solid piece of technology. They were due. Seriously, that's the thing. I just don't care for Microsoft. So and then I find here I get this. You got the Microsoft version of this game, the Xbox 360. I'm like, no, I did not. I most definitely did not. But still, that was what they said. And I'm like, no, I don't have an Xbox. I actually make it a point to get on. Maybe that's what happened. Is I made a point that I don't like Xbox. So I had to go into like this, kind of out of my way location at Gamestop to find it. And this is a Digimon game, like one of the few that we get over here. So I ended up going to the randomest places. Now they were pretty good. I mean, the fact that it happened was this is like nothing. This is like, okay, it happened, so what? I admit that. But, that was just one of the things. They got it wrong. Then came about another little situation. Now, I was trying to go over like how, I've been like looking at like, I'm not really sure I want the Vita, but I do kind of like the idea of the Vita, but I want, something else. So what I decided I wanted was a PlayStation TV. So I start talking to the guys at the mall location, because that's the one I was showing up the most at. And I was asking them questions, trying to figure out things that weren't clear, that I had looked up and it wasn't clear. And this is kind of one reason why I don't like that location much, just because I guess it's the culture. The culture they have going there. Culture is kind of like I'm using terms I know from my day job about hiring people. It has kind of a bad culture. Just something about that location always seems to get all kind of I don't know what it is. It's just something. There's just something that seems to happen there. So I'm asking these questions and I'm not getting a very clear answer. And I'm like, well, okay, well, what about this? I keep asking the questions, trying to get deeper into what I'm trying to figure out. Then the guy gets rude with me and says, why are you asking these questions when you could just do a Google search and find the answers? And I'm just like, okay. First of all, I couldn't. It took me forever to find it. It wasn't a simple find. It was like, hey, this is their job. This is something that, hey, and it's okay if they said, well, I really don't know, man, sorry. That's fine. Okay, sure. Alright, man. Alright, thanks anyway. That's how that should have went. Instead, well, why you ask all these questions when you could have found them out in a Google search? Like, dude. And there's just like certain kinds of, and there's the other guy that works there, and I think he still does. So bugs me. I don't know what exactly it is, but he's just kind of the way he talks and the way he seems, just kind of like, you just don't want to deal with him. He's just one of those people that, I don't know, he's probably smoking something, he's mad that he's having to work and not smoking or something. I don't know. That's maybe not a fair, observation to say, because I don't really have any evidence. The guy just like look all shaggy and has like a long beard, not even a kept beard, but a long beard. It's one of those long beards that he just grew out. So he looks more like he just hadn't shaved and hadn't cared. And yeah, so I mean that's really not much of a thing. And every once in a while they kind of like, sometimes they'll really do a good job, but the whole thing is that it's not cool when, you get treated poorly by GameStop people. And I try not to be that guy, the guy that gets all upset, uppity and stuff. I try to be, fair And again, if someone says, well, I'm not really sure, my response is, okay, that's cool. Well, anyway, I just thought I would voice my thoughts. I mean, I need to get some more videos on, and this one, I've been trying and having some issues every time, but I know my syncing is bad because I can see it in the screen, but whatever, you know, hey, at least I'm doing something, and let me know if you want to hear more from me and what you'd like to hear, because that might help me figure out what to do. Because if I have an option, you know, something, and I'm holding my pencil because I was thinking of drawing, but I haven't quite figured that out yet, what I want to draw, and I don't know why I'm talking like this, because I ain't that kind of southern. Wait, that's a different joke. Never mind. Anyway, this is Blade Man Unit Pie, and peace, love, and peanut butter. I said it a little too creepy.